Hey guys, welcome to today's masterclass. It is titled How to Enjoy Exercise. Why are we doing this? We are having a lot of people who might not enjoy exercise. Actually, it's a lot of people. So we wanted to kind of tap into how can you start to embrace exercise to the point where you're enjoying it, to where you can work it in your everyday life or near everyday life, things that you can do to better enjoy exercise. And welcome. Thank you for joining tonight. My name is Whitney. I am the creator and owner of Level Up Bariatrics. I'm also a registered dietitian, mindset coach, trainer, you name it. We are here for you in every capacity after weight loss surgery to support you on your journey. So let's get into tonight's masterclass. So, first and foremost, I wanted to kind of provide an introduction of the importance of movement. We all hear about it, we're all told to do it, but why? And specifically after bariatric surgery, starting and maintaining an exercise routine after surgery is crucial for both physical health and weight management. So we know that exercise does a myriad of things for our body from the inside out, from your head down to your toes. But when it comes to weight loss surgery, this is going to be one of the major things that support your weight loss and weight maintenance and your overall health. So, here are some tips to help you enjoy exercise and to stick to a consistent routine. So, I've got 10 tips for you during this masterclass, and I hope you guys take notes. I'll also have this available for replay. So, start slowly. Number one is start slowly. A lot of us typically may think bigger is better, faster is better. I want to get to my goal fast. But if you don't have a lot of experience with exercise, if you don't really know what you're doing, why you're doing it, how to do it, that presents a problem and you're going to get frustrated very fast. You may have injuries, and other things that just, they don't really necessarily get the ball rolling in the way where you're going to end up enjoying exercise. So, number one, we have to crawl before we walk, and progression takes time. So, my main suggestion is to begin with gentle exercises like walking, stretching, swimming, gentle yoga, chair exercise. Those are just a few examples. And these are low impact, very gentle forms of exercise. I actually encourage people to keep this type of exercise in their regular routine, no matter how progressive you get with your exercise, because you are going to need some kind of active rest, some flexibility, some more gentle forms to help your body heal and recover, but still move at the same time. And then you want to gradually increase as you feel more comfortable. So these exercises here allow you to build a foundation, help you to start to build some strength and endurance, and a little bit of flexibility to protect you in the future. So definitely keep those types of things on your list of options. Number two, set realistic goals. So, a lot of the goals that we may have may not align with where you're wanting to go in the future. And if you're really, a hard worker and you are outgoing and you really take the bull by the horns with the whole exercise, don't set those goals too high to the point where you're going to be letting yourself down. So you want to kind of set smaller, achievable goals first and then kind of increase as you go, as you become more confident, motivated, strong, you name it. So be realistic about what you can achieve. So what I'm talking about here is don't compare your abilities and your goals to others. Just because Susie Q over here is in a boot camp doesn't mean that you need to be doing boot camps. And maybe Megan over here is a gym rat, but that doesn't mean that you belong in a gym or that you even need to go to a gym. There are other settings, environments, and exercises that might fit you based on your abilities. Next, you want to set small, achievable goals and celebrate your progress along the way. So, small, achievable goals could be like, I'm gonna go walking for 30 minutes for 7 days in a row. See if you can achieve that goal first. You achieve that smaller weekly goal, then maybe you can take it up a notch, or repeat it the same week, or repeat it the next week, and see if you can do it again. But achievable goals like even lifting a certain amount of weight or doing a certain amount of push-ups or squats or something like that. That can help you set measurable goals too. This helps you gauge your progress and your strength as well. But set them small so that you can start checking off boxes. It creates motivation and more confidence to go bigger and better. So all of these things can help you stay motivated and avoid frustration. Number three, find activities you enjoy. I can't tell you how much that people don't think that exercise is counted, or I'm sorry, activities like outside, there's examples down here below, but anything can be considered exercise if it's moving your body. So I don't care where it is, what you're doing. If you are doing something that moves your body, gets your heart rate up a bit, works some muscles, then I'm counting that as exercise. So it's not that we want to depend on these types of things every single day. Maybe you don't have that that amount of things on your list that you enjoy that is moving your body, but I encourage you to make a list anyway. So experiment with different types of exercise until you find something that you genuinely enjoy and look forward to. Finding an activity you love will make it much easier to stick to your routine. So look at some of these examples. There's dancing. If you like dancing, moving your body, you love music, then maybe you do that a couple of days a week, either in a group fitness setting or at home in front of the TV, you name it. Cycling. Cycling's something that I would absolutely not choose for myself. If someone told me, hey, let's go to this cycling class, I'm probably not going to commit to that because I don't like cycling. But maybe outdoor bicycle, that would be something different because I love the outdoors. But being inside on a bicycle, I don't like it. I don't like spinning classes. It's just too much for me. So that's not something that I enjoy. That's not something I'm going to choose. Is it going to get me to my goals faster? Absolutely. Probably would. But I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm going to hate it the entire way. Yoga is something that I used to not enjoy. I didn't get the purpose of yoga. There's a time in my life now where I really have to have yoga. I want more mindful routines in my life, and I want more flexibility and lean body strength. So I'm telling you this so that like there needs to be a reason why you're doing something. Why do you enjoy it? What's it doing for you mentally? What's it doing for you physically? Try to use those kinds of thoughts or those ideas while you're choosing your own forms of exercise. But look at the rest of them. Martial arts, how fun is that? Jiu-jitsu, karate, whatever else. Boot camp classes, if you like more excitement, you like that competitive environment. A lot of you like races. You have a goal to complete a half marathon, 5K, triathlon, obstacle races. And I think that's absolutely incredible. But are we going to start training for that right after surgery if you have no experience? Absolutely not. You're going to start little and go with baby steps. Golfing. I love golf now, but only if you're walking, guys. A lot of people say, oh, I golf all the time, but that's very, very minimal. I love that you're doing it because you enjoy it. It's very mindful type of a mindful activity, and it's almost like a meditation for me. But, kind of consider the amount of movement you're doing with certain things. The rest, group exercise, tennis, pickleball, and don't forget aquatics. If there are those of you out there that are hurting, you have joint pain, arthritis, past injuries, you're just not that mobile, definitely seek out a pool, someone else's pool that group fitness, aquatics, anything like that. There's so many available resources out there. Number 4, mix it up. Variety is so key to preventing boredom. What happens when we get bored? We kind of just fall off the map. We just, we need something more interesting to keep us engaged. So if you're choosing the same workouts all the time, you're definitely going to get bored of them. Secondly, if you're doing the same workouts all the time, your body's adapting. So you really do need to change it up and keep your body guessing. But prevent boredom, keep your workouts interesting. Try different exercises and activities to work different muscle groups and keep your routine fresh. So if you're working out with a trainer in a gym, this is somewhat easy if you're enjoying the gym and your trainer, but they can present different things to you that are fun, like, the battle ropes, or introduce you to machines or different body weight movements that you can mimic at home. But key is mixing it up. Maybe like throughout the week, you have a schedule for yourself to do these right here. You pick a couple of these per week. You pick a couple of these types of exercises per week, but definitely provide variety in your work week, in your exercise week. Number 5, schedule regular workouts. What happens when we put things in our schedule? Well, I'm hoping most of you answer, it gets done. And if it's not in my schedule, it doesn't get done. We can have really good intentions when it comes to exercise, but sometimes, most of the time, if it does not make it into our schedule as if it's an appointment, then it's likely not going to happen. So what we tend to do with our schedule is move other things around to support things, or to support us completing what's in our schedule. So same thing with exercise. You're going to treat it like an important appointment that you cannot miss. If that means that you make an appointment with a trainer, then that's your way of doing it. If that means that you send a text message to your husband and say, hey, I'm doing this at 5:30. Help keep me accountable. Well, people are going to want to support you. So put it out there in the universe and see what comes back. But most of the time, you're going to get support. But more than anything, support yourself, put it in your schedule, make it happen. Set aside specific times each week for physical activity and stick to your schedule as much as possible. Key tip here is when you are scheduling your workouts or scheduling your exercise, keep in mind what time of day you have the most energy. What time of day is your energy drained? We're obviously not going to choose exercise, or at least an intense exercise, at a time of day where you are just depleted. So keep that in mind when you are working in your quote unquote appointment for your exercise. We can probably do a whole nother masterclass or workshop on that subject just itself, but yeah, pick specific times. Number 6, enlist in support. Surround yourself with supportive friends, family members, or a workout buddy who can help keep you motivated and accountable. This could be your trainer, this could be your husband, this could be your bestie, this could be your surgery bestie. Who are these people for you? If you feel like you don't have enough support or people around you to push you and motivate you, then definitely join our crew. We are that group that's going to push you, keep you motivated and engaged, ask you questions, especially if you were in our one-on-one program. We're going to be following up on this quite a bit, in addition to helping you make your routine and schedule with exercise. So enlist and support. You've got support groups from your surgery centers, maybe. There's our support group. But more than anything, it's really good to have an accountability or workout buddy. So try to find that person. If you need help finding that person, you can always reach out to us and I can help pair you with someone as well. Number 7, listen to your body. This one's very important, guys. You may be in a routine where you're just going after it mindlessly. Maybe your back's not feeling too good, or maybe you're feeling extremely depleted during or after an exercise. Maybe you're extremely sore and it sets you off track for a whole week. Well, maybe these things are too extreme for you at this point. Maybe you need to step back a notch, or maybe instead of doing 5 or 6 days of hard workouts, you start to add that variety in your routines, like the more gentle forms of exercise. So just pay attention to how your body feels during and after exercise. Kind of make a little journal for yourself. If you need help deciphering, well, what is this that I'm feeling and how do I not feel this anymore? Then definitely meet with me one-on-one. We can kind of go through your schedule, what you're eating throughout the day. Maybe it just comes down to diet. I don't know. You never know. But don't push yourself too hard and take breaks when needed. Listen to your body. I've had people tell me, I just felt like I was going to pass out and I didn't say anything. I'm like, oh my gosh, please say something. I've literally had a girl pass out on me on a machine before because she didn't communicate to me that her blood sugar was low or she was feeling faint. So definitely communicate with your trainer if you're needing a break, especially after bariatric surgery, guys, because you don't have a whole lot of room in your tummy for food that actually sits there for very long. So sometimes it's a little bit of an intricate process how to feed yourself prior to workouts, how to recover from workouts with food as well. It's important to find balance between challenging yourself and avoiding injury. More than anything, I want you guys to help prevent injury. So learning how to do things and with proper form, warming up properly. If you don't know how to do any of that, there are simple videos online that you can access, not from me, but from anybody. There's a million out there, I'm sure. Or if you have a trainer, access to a trainer, then definitely have a meeting with them about that type of stuff too. But that's the great thing about working with a trainer, which I'm going to start talking about that in another slide. But balance yourself between challenging yourself and avoiding injury. What is challenging for you? Is it too challenging? Is it not challenging enough? Try to think about these things because this can affect your level of exercise, how fast you're going to get to your goal, which I'm not saying go fast, but hopefully you get what I'm saying there. Number 8, celebrate non-scale victories. This is probably the hardest thing for bariatric patients to grasp and to get because the brain wants to focus on one thing that you've been focusing on your entire life, and that's the freaking scale. But we want to get away from the scale measurement, okay? So when we start introducing exercise into your routine, we start gaining lean mass, we're losing fat percentage, we're losing inches, and maybe the scale is not moving hardly at all, but you've got all these other changes going on behind the curtains that you don't know about. So I highly encourage that each and every person going through a workout routine, or even not, either if you have access to an in-body scan at a fitness facility or your bariatric office, take advantage of that. That can really give you a good picture and illustration of what's going on behind the scenes if you are feeling frustrated with what you're seeing on the scale. Odds are your clothes are fitting a lot looser. You're able to fit into pants that you haven't fit in for X amount of years. You're losing a tremendous amount of inches. So these are things that should be tracked. Lean mass percentage, body fat percentage. This is what we're looking at, not just the scale weight. But you also want to celebrate improvements in strength, endurance, flexibility, and overall well being. I encourage you, as you start to go through your exercise routine, as the months go by, stop for a second and reflect. Were you this strong 8 months ago? Were you able to complete this distance of a walk or run without being totally out of breath or feeling like you were dying? Were you this flexible X amount of months ago? How is your mental state? How's your overall well-being? Are you off those medications? Are you starting to be able to decrease that list of medications? You have to keep these things in mind to keep you motivated and positive. So definitely celebrate those non-scale victories. If you have to assess every single month, reconcile at the end of the month, just like you would like balancing your checkbook. Let's sit down. Let's go over what we worked on this past month. Where were you X amount of months ago? And little things like this for tracking your non-scale victories can be great to write them down, list them, a great objective way to look at it. Number 9, stay positive. Focus on the benefits of exercise, such as increased energy, improved mood, and better health outcomes. That's so hard to do. I know that. I know it. I know it. But you really do have to do this. This is a part of mindset and staying mentally strong through this whole process. It's not going to be just about that weight. But read this next line. Keep a positive attitude and remind yourself why you made this commitment to yourself. Remember your why. Stop being so hard on yourself and judging your progress by the number. Okay. I hope that whenever you chose to go through bariatric surgery, that your why was not to be a certain size or just to be skinnier, okay? Or just to see a number less on the scale. What does that lesser weight do for you? What are these other things that are intangible and are not just a number? You are not a number. Your success is not a number. I want you to actually feel internally and mentally, what has this done for you? Where are you going with this? Remembering your why really puts things into perspective and keeps the ball rolling. Number 10, seek professional guidance. It's everywhere, guys. Consider working with a personal trainer, a physical therapist, someone who has experience working with bariatric patients. It's not an absolute must that they have experience with bariatric patients, but it is very helpful if they understand and know the lifestyle of a bariatric patient. So knowing the type of eating schedule you have, the level of protein that you have to take in, how to eat in coordination with your exercise, like timing wise, that's really what I'm talking about. But working with a personal trainer can really help create a safe and effective exercise plan tailored to you and your specific needs and goals. So I would take what your trainer tells you to do. Most of the things that your trainer tells you to do or works with you will be inside the gym. But you can also discuss with them, what are the extra things, even the more gentle forms of exercise that I can work into my routine on a daily basis or a weekly basis that can give me good balance mentally and physically. So they can definitely help with that too. But more importantly, what a trainer can do is help you to learn how to safely do exercise. What's the proper form and how to do things so that you're not hurting yourself, pulling your back out. What happens when we injure ourselves after we've really established a good routine? You fall off track because you have to heal. And it doesn't matter if your foot's hurting, your shoulder's hurting, your back is hurting, whatever area is hurting, even though you can work other parts of your you're still mentally in a funk, like you're not able to do what you want to do. So if you do find yourself in that position with some type of injury, think about what you can do and optimize on that. It's important to continue working the body in every way possible. All right, those were your 10 tips, guys. But remember, consistency is key when it comes to seeing results from exercise. If you're one of those people who just say, I exercise, but it's like, 2 times max a week, it's not going to get you anywhere. You really need to have on your plate 2 to 3 days of strength training every day. You need to be doing something that increases your heart rate. You need to be working in flexibility. Those of you who are listening to this that have our weight loss surgery guide, our bariatric surgery guide, you should be accessing your worksheets and your templates within that guide. It tells you exactly what you should be doing throughout the week. You've got a little template in there that you can use to schedule your exercise and the different forms of it. So definitely utilize that if you haven't already and you need some kind of structure if you want to do that on your own. If not, hit me up. You and I can work together one-on-one. Next bullet point, even on days when you don't feel like working out, try to do something active, even if it's just a short walk. Over time, exercise will become completely natural and an enjoyable part of your routine. And that's the goal here. We want you to enjoy it. So let it naturally happen. Go with the flow, go with what your body feels, but at the same time, be structured and consistent. Okay. Are you ready to embrace exercise? If you are, if you don't know where to start, what to do, we are here for you. We have new one-on-one affordable coaching offers, guys. Here are just a few. We have a 1-hour strategy session. This is going to cover anything that you want to cover. We just make a game plan. If you'd like follow-up sessions, I can discount those follow-up sessions. 30-minute check-in sessions, $55. This is for people who already have most of their stuff together. They already know what they're doing. They're in a routine. Maybe there's just a couple of tweaks that you need to make and you're unsure of what to do. Maybe you need to know and understand, like, well, I have my routine down, but I don't know how to eat. So we can discuss that. And then we have our monthly one-on-one ongoing coaching commitment program, and that is a 3 or 6 month commitment. You are getting one-on-one advice and recommendations and coaching for each one of those topics, or not topics, areas: nutrition, exercise, and mindset. That's $275 a month. You're not just getting 2 calls with me a month. You are also getting everything that our Level Up Crew subscription offers. You can ask me for more details about all of this. Just privately message me, text me, email me. It doesn't matter. Just reach out to me and we can discuss getting you on a discovery call if you're not sure of which one you need. But thank you so much, guys, for coming tonight. I'm going to leave you with one more thing. This quote: "The body achieves what the mind believes." Sounds kind of corny a little bit, but I think it's super heavy and awesome. You will go where you think you can go. Okay. So whatever it is that you want to achieve, set your mind to it, start to create those steps to get to that goal. So if you believe that you can do it, you can absolutely 100% do it. So let's do it, guys. All right. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Until next time, everybody take care.